I never had a sense of permanence growing up. You know, no solid group of friends that you've known ever since you were little. I used to make up little songs around the house, and I remember my dad putting them to music. I would always sing and say to my brothers, "Listen, I sound just like Judy Garland," and they would say, "Shut up." When I was about 12 or so, I learned a few guitar chords. I just did it for fun, and I never thought it would really turn into anything.
I love to sing. I love to sing. And we sometimes forget. We live and too often forget. We live and should never forget who we are.
I can so easily see how people, especially young people, especially people that have gotten to celebrity status very quickly, I can so easily see how you can start to just get this grand image of yourself, this larger-than-life persona that people portray you as, and you start to take that on.
How nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's very interesting. Yeah, I never did think about being a singer, really, when I was young. I wanted to be an actress. At one point, I think I wanted to be a police officer. I don't know where that came from.
It's against the law. It's against the law. All the books and websites I've read, they say you gotta create your stage presence, and you gotta sort of exaggerate who you are for the audience. When I'm playing my own songs, especially, I don't. Because my songs, I try to make them be as sincere as possible in the writing, so I want my performance to be as sincere as possible. I probably am still a nervous kid, and when I was nervous growing up, and still now, I whistle when I'm nervous, and I was just whistling all the time because I was nervous a lot. I didn't realize until like 2 years ago. It was a show, it was like one of my first shows I was doing by myself. I'd usually perform with my brother. And there was a section in the song where he would play a guitar solo, and I'm like, oh no, Billy's not here. I'll just whistle solo. And people liked it a lot. And I was like, oh, I didn't really realize I was an above average whistler. But apparently I've been practicing my whole life, and it didn't know it. After I did it a couple times, that would be the thing people noticed first. They're like, wow, you're a really good whistler. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do that more. And I roll over their graves and pray they forgive me. I'm a limb of that demon from which they hide. I'm not actively pursuing a chain of people that leads to a record company. I do have a CD out called See the Storm Through, and they put it on a special table back there. It's the one with a picture of a snowman on it. People come up to me and ask me about guitars, and I don't know anything about guitars. For like the first year I had this guitar, people asked me what I play, and I'd have to go look at it. It says on the inside, Alvarez. It's an Alvarez, and they're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I like it, I don't know. The grass reclaimed the plains, but Kansas has forgotten my name. And I'm gone. And I'm gone. It's more and more possible to exist without a record label because actual physical CDs sales are just pretty consistently going down. I don't know how necessary record companies are going to be in the next 10 years, unless they change their scene.
I think that the music industry is starting to change. You're seeing more and more independent labels that cater to people who are looking for different music, for music that's not on the radio. That's what gives me hope, and that's the kind of music industry, I guess, that I can see myself fitting into. The songs on my latest CD, Finding Home, kind of loosely, maybe not so loosely, revolve around the theme of finding home. The title is Finding Home, and it's symbolic, and in a way it's also literal. When I came here, I was 16. I had been, running away, and things weren't working out, with my nuclear family, I guess you could say. My, teenage years before I came here were very full of turmoil.
Never came.
I felt like I didn't really belong anyplace. I felt like I didn't have a voice. I didn't really know who I was, or nor was I comfortable with who I was. My parents shipped me here to Michigan to stay with a family that have known me ever since I was a baby. So they took me in, and they support me a lot so that I can do this whole music thing.
Okay, is the studio